to today's sprinkle where I show you what I got up to on my trip to Santorini. My husband and I spent 3 days in Santorini, and on our first day, once we got in, we did a lot of walking around, just taking in the views. Santorini is known for its breathtaking views and natural beauty, and we just wanted to see and explore all of that. So we did a lot of walking around. We stayed in Fira, and from Fira it's easy to get to the other villages. To get to Fira Stefani, Imerovili, I struggle to pronounce that, but then Iya is much further and it's a long walk. So we stayed in Fira. Fira is a good location to stay in. You can also stay in any of the other villages. Iya is also another popular one, but it's more expensive and it's far, so we chose to stay in Fira because it was more central. Anyway, so lots of walking around. This is what the streets in Santorini looks like. It's gorgeous. It has cobbled streets, so you want to make sure that you have comfortable shoes. There's so many beautiful flowers, so many shops and places to just spend your money. Food places, clothing stores and all that. In terms of how to get around, you can go around by foot. You can also get like taxis. You can also rent a car or rent an ATV, a motorbike or a quad bike, as most people do. So I'm in the bus now, heading to where we'll be taking off for our boat tour. So we have a catamaran cruise booked, and we'll be stopping at like different places. I know there's Red Beach, White Sand Beach. Do some swimming, not that I can really swim. Also deep diving, and yeah, I'm so excited. So in terms of things to do in Santorini, I already covered one, which is walking, a walking tour of some sort. You can also do the hike from Fira to Iya, which most people do, but I wasn't about to go on holiday to exercise. It wasn't that deep for me, so I skipped that one. Another must-do activity in Santorini is a boat tour, a tour of the caldera, and here we have a view of the Red Beach. Some of the beaches in Santorini are named by their color. They derive their name from their color, and here we have the Red Beach. There's also the Black Beach and the White Beach, and the color is derived from sort of like the minerals around that area, and it gives like the beach its color. So we went to some of those beaches. This is the White Beach, and people could stop to swim, just look at all the fish. I thought, let me go for a dip. I took swimming classes sometime in 2018, and I say I haven't really swum since then, so I was like, can't be that bad, but my husband insisted I have like a life jacket. I went for a dip. I started swimming, and then somehow I panicked and I don't know if you can see, but that person you're dragging, that's me. I'm very ashamed. But I was swimming all right and everything was going well, but I sort of panicked at this fact that I was in the middle of the ocean, I started screaming, oh my god, I want to go back. How do you take me back? Please take me back. Can someone take me back? And that mini rescue happened. So we had a dinner at the end of our cruise. This is our chef making our food, and this is some of what we had, and oh my god, it was delish. It was yummy. We booked a sunset tour, but unfortunately it was cloudy, and so we didn't get to see much of the sunsets. This is what we got, and I was quite happy. The tour itself had been so much fun, and I really didn't mind. On our second day in Santorini, we started out at the Blue Dome. And so it's this church here, that's the Blue Dome, and it's also called the Three Bells Church, or Three Bell Church. But as I found out later, there are other churches in Santorini that have 3 bells. I'm not exactly sure why this one is called the Three Bell Church. From the Blue Dome, you get breathtaking views of the island, and you're able to see all the villages, and it's also a very good picture spot, so do check it out if you're in Santorini. Just make sure to be prepared to protect your hat if you're wearing one, because the wind is going to want to take it off. From the Blue Dome, we set off to the Museum of Prehistoric Fira, and If you're big on history, then this is a must do. So this is a famous Greek sculpture, and I actually did see this in, well, a similar thing in Paris. There's so many vases and gods, and most of these were used for ceremonial or ritual purposes. This is a map of Akrotiri. It's a prehistoric settlement from like ages ago, and yeah, we'll get back to Akrotiri. I actually did go there, and I think it's one of the most used, especially for people that are interested in history. So these were used for storage, and the markings on them sort of like a guide of what is inside. This is an example of one of the wall paintings that were found at the Akrotiri archaeological site, and it's been moved to the museum. On this painting, you have a depiction of a fertile woman. You see that her bosom is exposed, she looks glamorous, her hair is well done, she's wearing makeup. And on the other hand here, you have a woman that is not in her fertile stage, and you can see that she's covered up, she doesn't have her bosom exposed. The men were depicted to be simpler looking, hardly any makeup, basic hair, and yeah, this man is a fisherman. And according to my tour guide, the women then were in control of the economy, they were more powerful, and that's why they looked flamboyant and fabulous. But yeah, that's not what another tour guide said. Another tour guide said he actually showed that the women were just kept women and then they were home, whereas the men were out working. So believe whatever you want. Anyways, after the Museum of Prehistoric Era, we set out to the Akrotiri site itself, and it was just mind-blowing. So Akrotiri is a prehistoric settlement from like the Bronze Age, and it was destroyed by a volcanic eruption and buried in volcanic ash. So all this stuff you're seeing was actually like underneath, like even this was on a lower level, and yeah, it was buried by volcanic ash. And so the ash sort of preserved the whole settlement, and yeah, most of the things in the Museum of Prehistoric Era were actually found here. These are some of the storage vessels that I showed earlier. At the end of the tour, there's a short video that gives you background as to the volcanic eruption itself, what the settlement was like, and yeah, that's what you're going to be seeing now.
Πομπία θαύτηκε κάτω από τις τάχτες του ηφαιστείου πριν από 3.500 χρόνια. Τα σπίτια που αποκαλύπτονται μαρτυρούν το υψηλό βιωτικό επίπεδο των κατοίκων. Ένα από αυτά είναι και η δυτική οικία. Όπως όλα τα κτίρια της πόλης, είναι πολυόροφο. Είχαν τα καλά σκεύη του σπιτιού. Κόκκινη ήταν και η αρμή ανάμεσα στις μαύρες ηφαιστειακές πλάκες του δαπέδου.
From Akrotiri, we set out to the Red Beach, and we had to go up this steep walkway that was a bit scary. Anyways, this is to show that this church also had 3 bells, so I don't know why the Blue Dome is called the 3 Bells Church. From the Red Beach, we set out to Profitis Ilias Church, which is the highest point of Santorini, and it has like a very good view of the caldera. And yeah, to drive there, you go up and up and up, and it's crazy.
In the north, we have Ia, and approximately in the middle, before the middle, approximately, we had Fira, that is where is the capital. In this area, we had 3 different villas. We had Imerovigli, yes, where is Skaros, one of the castles that I told you. After we had Firo Stefani, and the last one is Fira, the capital of the island. Yeah? And after, if you continue a little bit more here, yes, we can see also a little bit of Tirgos here in this side. Yeah? After, behind, what we have behind? Let's start for this side. This island that you can see from here, this is Sikinos. Yeah? This is a quick one featuring my husband.
He's like so over the store because it's a full day of activities. I knew it was going to be like between 5 to 6 hours, and we had a lot packed. Oh, I don't think he really understood it. He's so exhausted and over it now. Baby, how do you feel? Why couldn't you sleep last night? He stayed up and was operating on UK time, like, cause like at 12 I'm like, oh, we should sleep, but 12 is like 10 in the UK, and we usually don't sleep until around we have wine tasting, which should be so much fun. He has watched videos on how to taste wine.
What do you mean? I've been tasting wine.
Okay, I'm sorry about that. You've been tasting wine. How to taste wine as an expert, not just drink wine, but to know the flavors and what's in it and all that stuff. Another must-do activity in Santorini is a wine tour. So visit a winery and try different types of wine. We got to taste about 5 different types of wine, and it was amazing. The experience was really good, but there was one that was particularly horrible that I spat out, but other people seemed to like it.
Big barrels, 1 Tope. So here we have 100% of Frutico, and this wine stays for 1 year in the fridge. Have a complex aromas of lemon, lime, mineral aromas from the oak, vanilla.
After all the wine we had, we went back for a quick nap, just to, it was needed. Anyways, we decided to step out again to see what the island was like at night. And this is what it was like. This was like 9 p.m, 10 p.m. And we went for dinner at this place called The Vine. The food was amazing, the ambience was nice, and just see what they did to my fish. They helped me to debone it. I've never seen that in my life, never experienced it, but it was really fancy. But I felt like in deboning the fish, the size really reduced. And I may have been better off like getting rid of the bones myself, but it was quite an experience. It was good to have.
It's lovely.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay, thank you. The fish was really good. It was delicious. It was tasty. It was so yummy, and I had so much meat that I was sick of meat and I wanted fish, so it was really refreshing to have fish. And that's me happy, and my husband couldn't resist to fish. He also had some of it and it was good. Sadly, our last day in Santorini came real quick. It seemed like the days went by real fast, and I didn't want to leave. My body didn't want to leave. I just wanted to stay here and be happy and be free, but we had to leave. And so on our last day, we had a pretty calm and chill itinerary. We walked around to see spots that we had missed, just explore the island more on foot, went to areas that we hadn't been, and make sure you get souvenirs for your friends and family when you're visiting Santorini. We got some of those, and so as I said, we walked around a bit more. We just loved up, really. We sat on a bench and we just chatted. We were laughing, playing, and I think it's always good to make time for some relaxation, some downtime whilst on holiday, because it's very easy to get caught up doing and exploring and taking in all the culture, but it's also nice to have the time where you just relax and you're sort of in this chilled state of activity and vibe. So we saw different things. We had the time to find birds that were feeding, to see people that were playing, to see people that were taking pictures, to just observe. And needless to say that I love Santorini. It was wonderful. We left at some point in the afternoon, and then we headed out to the port where we got the world champion jet, the ferry to Mykonos. And even though we're leaving Santorini, our trip in Greece hadn't ended. So this is what the ferry looks like. And I'm gonna end this video here. But let me know if you have been to Santorini. What was your favorite thing to do? If you haven't been, what are you looking forward to the most? I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll see you again in my next one. Until then, stay blessed, stay safe, and bye.